Yo, welcome back to the channel. This is Squishy with Squishy Gaming, and today we're back on Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. The Ryu trailer just dropped yesterday, and a lot of you guys have been hitting me up to give my thoughts on it. I won't do a reaction video for you guys today because I've already watched the trailer, so it's kind of not going to be much of a reaction. But what I will do is I will give you guys my thoughts on Ryu and Chun-Li coming to Battle for the Grid, the Street Fighter pack, and just my general thoughts on was this a good decision, whether it was a bad decision, or just basically where I stand on everything as far as this inclusion on Battle for the Grid. My initial thoughts on the inclusion of these characters on Battle for the Grid was like, we don't need any new guest characters on Battle for the Grid if we don't touch at least one Ranger from each season. However, that's changed over time. Each character that they've brought to Battle for the Grid has never disappointed. Even when I watched the Ryu trailer, as soon as it dropped and I saw his gameplay, I was like, okay, this is about to be lit. Initially, when I play Street Fighter games, I really don't care for Ryu. Like, I'm a Cammy, Blanca, and Sagat guy when it comes to Street Fighter. So even them saying they was gonna bring Ryu to the game, I was like, I don't really know, because I watched him in Legacy Wars and he seems cool, but the design at first looks goofy to me. But for the most part, when you look at his design, he looks like Ryu. Like, my wife could walk in the room, not playing any kind of fighting games at all, and she'll be like, oh yeah, that's Ryu from Street Fighter, because he's definitive. You can tell that's him. So that's what I like about his design. As far as his gameplay, when he comes to the game, he's gonna change basically everything. Like, I'm a zoner type character. I can do combos, all that as well, but I prefer the neutral. I would argue that when Ryu comes to the game, he's probably got the most balanced kit of any character so far in Battle for the Grid. For the most part, he can shoot projectiles from afar. He can add pressure from mid-screen, and he can scrap up close, which makes him probably one of the best new characters that they've brought to Battle for the Grid. To answer the question, is Ryu coming to Battle for the Grid a good thing? For the community, I think it's amazing. That's probably the best character. The best decision made by N-Way up to this point was adding these two characters, because the reaction has been insane. I've seen more people doing reaction videos, reaching out saying, hey, what am I supposed to purchase to get everything in Battle for the Grid? And I'm all for it. The more people that's coming to Battle for the Grid is going to mean that we get more content in the long run. The developers have already stated, and for those guys who are upset, the developers have stated that as long as we support the game, as long as the community keeps growing and stays active, they're going to continue to create content for this game. So it's really in our court as a community to start streaming. Even if you're new, start streaming, we'll support you. If you haven't participated in a tournament, we got beginner tournaments, intermediate tournaments, so there's really no excuse to not be participating and having fun, so that the developers can see that we want to play the game, we want to have fun with it. But that's my spill on that. I get both sides of it, but I'm for Ryu being in Battle for the Grid at this point, as long as they continue to create more content, and again, that boils down to the community. For those curious about the price of everything, they did announce a super edition that's getting ready to drop for Battle for the Grid that's going to have everything. So if you never touched Battle for the Grid and you're looking to find out how to get everything for this game, May 25th, they're going to drop a super edition that's going to be $49.99, which is actually a deal when it comes to everything that you're going to be getting for it. The base game for Battle for the Grid was $20, and then the DLCs was like $15 a piece. You get 3 characters per DLC. So for the most part, if you just got all 3 season passes after buying the $20 version, you'll be spending $45 by itself. But if you get, and if you add the $20 that you spend buying the game without the super edition, it's going to be like $65 or so that you'll be spending, when you could just spend $49 and get everything up to this point on Battle for the Grid. So it's actually a good price. I'm excited to see the community grow, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing a lot of you new guys once you guys join. If you're new, we do got training lobbies on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we'll definitely be able to help you guys get situated. And we look forward to having you guys. But that is my spill. That is my take on the Ryu Ranger and Chun-Li coming to Battle for the Grid. And I promise you guys, on my next video, you'll just see me playing nonstop. I know I've been doing a couple of discussion videos to answer a couple of guys' questions, but we will get back to just gaming on the channel. But as always, this has been Squishy with Squishy Gaming, telling you guys to be safe, be easy, and stay frosty.